Oh, what's good, peeps? The Bitcoin ETF has launched, and here it is. I'm going to show you the Bitcoin ETF tracker. I've been waiting for this for a long time to see what was going to happen to the price of Bitcoin. ETF has finally launched across the board. What I have here in front of me is a number of different ETFs. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go through each one. I'm going to talk about this in general. I'm also going to talk about why I am super pissed off. Okay, I am super pissed off, and I've got good reason to be pissed off. Now, I did a video about 3-4 weeks ago. Okay, just before Christmas, I was in Miami. I was trying to shift about over $1 million into Coinbase from my Chase private client account. Okay, I've got a Miami Beach Chase private client account. Mofo's got cash because he's made cash and he's worked his ass off in the right fields. And I'm hoping that some of you are going to be on the same wavelength, and I'm going to rise you guys to the top. I want you guys to make money with me. That's the plan here. Anyway, so the point is that I tried to shift over $1 million into Coinbase, right? A regulated US-based company, right? Proper regulated. It's like the most regulated crypto exchange that you can get. Okay. I tried to wire that money in branch from the private client account. I walked in the big office. Everything's looking good. Yeah, sure. Treat me well. Hello, Ralph. How are you? Sit down, sir. Do this. Would you like tea, coffee, blah, blah, blah. They give it all the chat, right? Would you like one of our investment advisors? Let me bring you an investment advisor. He'll show you what you can invest in, bonds, stocks, equities. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to hear it, my bro. I've been investing for like 7-8 years. I'm going to make my own investments. Thank you very much for your advice. I might hear it out one day, but ultimately, I'll be honest with you, I'm actually not interested. So I said to him, look, I want to invest my own money. And I'm actually going to invest my money in cryptocurrency. I said to him I was going to put some money into Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, and I was going to hold it for about a year because I believed there was going to be a bull run. At the time, the price was about 32,000. And I said to him, I think Bitcoin's going to climb. I want to hold it. I want to make about 10, 20, 30% this year in my investments. Okay, so I was originally aiming for about 10%. Like, I'd be happy with a 10% return this year. But I thought I can do 20, 30% after a couple of years that have been a bit of a lull. Okay, we've had a couple of years where there was high interest rates, there was a high interest environment, things weren't really moving. There was talk of recession, all this talk of recession. Now, people did suffer, by the way. People definitely suffered over the past couple of years. Inflation, high prices, cost of living. Cost of living is crazy. Guys, I live in Miami Beach. It was insane to live in Miami Beach. Rent, food, going out. Do you know how much a vodka tonic would cost me in a standard bar in Miami? Between $30 to $40. That shit is crazy. I was paying $40 for a drink. You take a girl out for a couple of drinks, that's $200-300. Boom, shit's out the window. I was like, yo, come on, listen, I can afford this. I've got money. But now you're just stealing. Now you're just robbing from me, right? There's such thing as having money, and there's such thing as having value for money. I got value for money because I came from nothing. I had to work hard, okay, to get where I am today. Anyway, I want to get back to the point. So I tried to wire the money, and Chase wouldn't let me do it. At the branch, they allowed me to execute the wire. They said, sir, it's your money. We're going to let you do what you want to do. Then I got a phone call, and it was Chase themselves. It was like, hello, this is Chase Fraud Department. Is this, can you give us your card number, social security, blah, blah. I gave it everything. Oh, thank you. You've passed authorization. Can you please tell us more about this wire? I was like, yeah, this wire is going to Coinbase. I'm a seasoned investor. This is not going anywhere random. It's not going abroad. This is a US-based company. Like, why is this weird to you? Like, this should be normal. And they were like, okay, well, we will put it through and all the checks are clear on our side, was what the guy said to me on the phone. I was like, cool, perfect, boom. Put the phone down. I got an email about an hour later saying, wire transfer cancelled. What? I kid you not, I tried it 2 to 3 times that day. 2 to 3 times. I went into branch, I went back, I tried it online with a smaller figure, and every single time the same thing happened. The establishment, Chase, did not want me to move my money to Coinbase. They did not want me to move my money to a cryptocurrency exchange. The establishment, let's call it the Matrix, because I know you guys love that word. I know everyone loves that word since Andrew Tate came up with that, and it's actually a great word. I've got to say, I like that word now. I'll call the establishment the Matrix, because that's what it is. It's this system that's just been designed to control, to have the sheep, and then have people that sit at the top that make these financial decisions. There's a great saying which said, "Give me control of a country's finances, and I care not who makes its laws." That's how powerful money is. And that's how greedy people are at the top. And so the establishment stopped me from moving my money. However, 5 days later, when I wanted to open a self-directed JP Morgan investment account, I did it in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, they opened the account. You know why? Because the money's not leaving. The money's staying in JP Morgan, and they get to take advantage of that. Hey, it's staying with us. Keep your money here, sir. Keep your millions of dollars here. Don't shift them over to cryptocurrency. We don't want you making 20, 30, 50% on Coinbase and then shifting it around somewhere else abroad. Oh, it's used for terrorism activities. What do you mean? Like, my money's sitting in Chase. I'm going to put it into Coinbase, and I told them I'm going to bring it right back when I've made my money. Where else am I going to do it? You think I'm going to transfer it to... Actually, Coinbase doesn't even let you transfer it to Dubai or some offshore account. Coinbase makes sure that it gets sent back to your US bank account because they're regulated. They cannot be seen to be doing dodgy stuff. Even Coinbase, the money that sits in Coinbase right now, because they're so regulated, they need to be careful. The SEC is up their arse. You can't shift that money from Coinbase over to some random account in Thailand or the Cayman Islands or Belize where people do all these tax haven offshore stuff. Believe me, ask me, I'm a businessman. I know, I've seen rich people. I hang out with rich people. I hear the conversations. I know what these people get up to, and I know what these people are trying to do. These people are trying to pay less tax and protect their money. That's what wealthy people are trying to do. Protect their money, have access to it, pay less tax. That's the name of the game when they have wealth. When you get into wealth management and you manage your own money, you'll understand this sort of stuff. Anyway, so this is the reason why I'm pissed. I'm pissed because as the ETF has come out, and as I scroll down this list, what is it that you notice looking at this list? Check this out. Here's the ticker. Here's the issuer of the ETF. Grayscale's a big one. It's been around for a long time. Now, I know all these ETFs. I've been buying ETFs for about 5 years. ProShares, VanEck is a big one. Valkyrie, GlobalX, ARK Investments, Cathie Wood, Hashdex, actually don't know. Bitwise, ARK again, ARK Investments again, ProShares. People are going to make some serious money from this. VanEck, these big companies are the ones that are going to profit because they take a expense ratio. Okay, it should say expense. Here we go, fee. Every single one of these guys will take a fee on your investment, and that's where they're going to make their big bucks. So good luck trying to open your own ETF, your own Bitcoin ETF. It's managed by the big dogs. They will take their percentage and you ain't getting shit. Franklin Templeton, we all know that's a huge US company. Wisdom Tree, massive ETF, guys. Invesco, massive company, investment company. I don't know Pando Asset. Fidelity, one of the biggest investment managers in the world. GlobalX and BlackRock. The classic BlackRock. BlackRock and Blackstone, the two companies that move markets, that own trillions in assets, that run the show. You think politicians run the show? You'd be wrong, my friends. The big financial guys run the show. The CEOs, the board members of these companies, they are so powerful that we can't do shit. Right? The Matrix / the establishment is way too powerful for the minions. Now, the idea of crypto, of course, you guys know, is to create a new form of finance, which is faster, more effective, less fees. You can move your money. You can do what you need to do. Now, there are obviously huge amounts of scams. I've been scammed millions of dollars. Millions of dollars have been robbed, hacked, Chinese hackers. 7-year criminal investigation in the US Justice Court. still ongoing, and they can't find shit. Nothing. My money's gone. Gone, gone, gone. I got actually scammed twice in crypto. Another time was a crypto trading company I gave some money to. One day their website went boom, disappeared, emails bouncing, they left with not huge amounts of money that time. It was like $20,000, $30,000. I mean, that could be huge amounts of money to some people today. So pardon me if that offended you. But millions of dollars, that was a lot of money, and that got stolen. So, of course, there's a lot of rising scams. So, what we see here, okay, you see all of these big companies, okay, they've all set up the ETFs. And what we see actually, as I step out and I give you a viewpoint as to how this all looks, you got the establishment on one side, okay. Think about the old boys, the old fat CEOs sitting in Wall Street. You know, the 67-year-old pedophile. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. But most of them are. But that's a joke as well. And also kind of not a joke. I mean, you're 70, you're 60, you got money. The girls don't fancy you. You got to pay them. Girls fancy me. They don't fancy you. You're some ugly old dude. Anyway, you got the establishment sitting here that are controlling all the wealth of society. Okay, pension funds, mutual funds. You know what all of that stuff is, my friends? Old people putting their money in a pension mutual fund, which is managed by people like BlackRock. They manage this shit. They manage it. They get a return. They take the performance. Thank you very much. I'll take that performance percentage. Banking is a sham, my friends. You got the establishment, and you got the new age peeps. The new age peeps that are coming up with cryptocurrencies, that are becoming internet influencers, that are utilizing the internet to make money, that are anti-establishment. You know, these people don't need the establishment. They are building their own wealth in their own place. They want to go live in vineyards and islands and live on their own and have their own access to capital and not be bound by the restrictions of the traditional banking system. Yeah, it makes sense why these people don't want the establishment in their life. They just want to do their own thing. The establishment want to control everything. They want to control your money, control your ass, control the cash, just like Chase did to me. You know, I'm hard to describe exactly where I sit in between these two. Okay, like part of me is establishment because I went to university and I was like, you know, went through the whole system, got the grades, went to investment banking, then went to Google, then started my own business. But the other part of me has always been a rebel to the system, right? Why do I need to go to school? Why do I need to listen to this dumbass teacher telling me what to do? You're not rich. Why do I need to listen to my boss at work? You're not rich. Let me listen to rich people about how they make money, you know? So I used to get really pissed off about all of this stuff and realize that, like, you know, if you don't work for the establishment, you're going to be anti-establishment. And anti-establishment is crypto. But here we are. The establishment / matrix have now created the Bitcoin ETF tracker, all these Bitcoin ETF funds. The SEC has given it approval. I wonder why. I bet those boys are heavily invested in. There's a bunch of expense ratios here, which you can see. They're going to make money. All the people are going to make money on that side. Now, the reason why I made this video, the reason why I was pissed off about this, is because look at the custodian for about 50% of these tickers and ETFs. Coinbase, 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 self-custody, Coinbase, Coinbase, Coinbase. Why didn't they let me put the money in Coinbase? Coinbase is the custodian to all these ETFs. Why didn't they let me, an individual, shift my cash into Coinbase and be a self-custodian of my own capital? I think we know the answer, don't we? Because they want to control my ass. And they wouldn't have made any money from it, and it's outside of their tracking and their remit and their data. Now with this, they can track it. So if I now go in with my JP Morgan investment account, which I'm going to do, and buy an ETF, right, a spot ETF, Bitcoin, you know, I'm going to buy one of these, to be honest. And the one I'm going to buy is going to be the one with probably the lowest expense ratio and the lowest fee. So if we click on here, oh, I got one with a nice low fee. Bitwise, I don't like that. I'd probably buy something like this. I'd probably buy ARK, for example. What is this? Fee after? Okay, I'm not quite sure what they're talking about. You want to really buy one with a large number of assets being managed. Um, Also with a high level of average daily volume as well. I mean, it's just started, right? So it's early days. But the one I'd like here is this one. Um, Refilling, refiling. I'm not sure what that means. That doesn't sound very safe. Here you go. This one's going to be safe. So if I'm buying an ETF, which I am, I'm going to buy this BlackRock one right here, iShares. I bought an iShares ETF in the past. BlackRock, iShares, Bitcoin Trust, custodian Coinbase. It pisses me off every time I see that. The fee after everything is 0.25% annually. Okay, that's not bad. I'm going to have to pay the 0.25%. If I was to buy BTC from Coinbase, if I was to buy Bitcoin from Coinbase, there is a fee with every transaction anyway, right? So bear that in mind as well. You'll be paying a fee with Coinbase. Every time I buy and sell out a position with Coinbase, they take a fee. They make, a shit ton of money. Um, we can see here which ones are actually running. Oh, they all seem to be running. These two seem to be pending. Okay, that's the one I would buy. And that's the one I'm probably going to buy. So, I was talking about being anti-establishment, but at the same time, sucker to the establishment because BlackRock is safe. If I buy this, it's not going to go bust. I'm not going to lose it. I'll pay the fee and I'll hold this for a long time. This will be a long-term hold. And now you can see why they created these ETFs. Okay, now you can see why they created it. Whoops, I'm not sure what just happened there. Uh, let's get that back in. Oh, apologies. I have lost myself on the screen and I'm not quite sure how to get myself back. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? How do I bring my face back into it? Otherwise, I am just talking without my face in it. Okay, well, let's just crack on without my face being in it. So, anyway, guys, just to round this off, I am going to be buying this BlackRock ETF with a low fee. And, um, you know, eh, this is what the establishment has done to me. They've stopped me from buying direct with Coinbase because they wanted me to go through an ETF with their investment program. Okay. Oh, there's an Ethereum ETF tracker as well. Check this out. Didn't even see that. Ah, nothing yet. Okay, fair enough. It looks like they're getting ready for that though, and you can actually see what's this done to the price of Bitcoin. You can see that it has really boosted the price of Bitcoin today. Oh, there's been a nice sell-off. Look at that. A nice sell-off from 48K. People have taken profits. That's very smart. They've tanked it down to 46. That's what you want to do. You want to sell the news. The ETF came out, everyone got all excited, and then up here, a bunch of different whales were like, bang, I'm selling the news, and they've done the right thing, and it's dropped down to 46K. If we have a quick look at the crypto markets today, you can just see in the last hour, people have tanked Bitcoin and Ethereum, sell the news, sell the hype. But over the last 7 days, they've made some really good tracks. You can see there, they're all up. Look at that. In the last 24 hours, 14% up, 11% up. Now what's happening is people are selling the news. There's going to be a sell-off here. We've all heard the ETF news. All the hype is gone. We've had it already. And now the future is going to look interesting. I'm bullish Bitcoin over the long term, not so much over the short term. So I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy and I'm going to hold. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to make more videos like this. Sorry that my face disappeared here from the corner. Not sure what happened there. But I hope you enjoyed this, guys. And I'm going to make a lot more content like this because let's make money together.